Hello, Mary. So this is going to be a whole video with the various goodies on this things I have gotten since the last one of these videos. So it will be movies, TV series, and video games, and all of them are science fiction, fantasy, and horror oriented. So let's start with TV series. The first one I have gotten is The Returned Series 1. Haven't watched it yet. It's basically a series where you have people coming back from the dead, but not like your typical zombie. It's more that they are exactly as they were when they died, only they have become adults because it's children that have died that has then become adults. And it's how do you fit them into your lives again? That's one. And I have gotten Doctor Who Earth Story, which has the gunfighters and the awakening. It's the only way to get the gunfighters is in this collector's pack. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get the entire Doctor Who series, so this now into season 3 if I'm not completely mistaken. And the last TV series I got is Continuum season 2. I really liked season 1, so I have high hopes for season 2. Then let's look at movies on DVD. I have The Lords of Salem, horror movie. Documenting the Grey Man. Oh, excuse me, let's see if we adjust the camera a bit. Documenting the Grey Man, also a horror movie. Then I have Family's Fantasy Adventure, 8 movies, which has The Secret Kingdom, After the Wizard, uh, The Fairy King, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Teen Sorcery, Merlin, Meeksville Ghost, or The Journey. Now, I thought these sounded like fun movies, and it's 8 of them in one pack for dirt cheap. And also, like I said, I very often go to visit my mother, and uh, I need something to watch while down there, and now she doesn't have Netflix or anything like that. So then, generally, I bring with me some DVDs and stuff, and it's just practical to bring one of those with basically one DVD, and I have as many, and then I have 8 movies in there. Just practical. The last movie on DVD I have is Poseidon Rex. Half dinosaur, half sea monster, all trouble. It's basically what if you mix a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a shark. I mean, why not? And I really love cheap, cheesy monster movies like this. I couldn't resist it. And then let's have a look at anime. Like I say, I do get these animes from Taiwan, and however, I generally do buy them in real sanctioned packages when they are published. A lot of these are not picked up by any American English or anything like that companies, and the only way that to view them legally is things like Crunchyroll. But Crunchyroll doesn't provide services for Norway. And my general concept when it comes to piracy is this. I think it's wrong if you can buy it legally. So if you cannot find it legally, it's better to watch the things and keep it alive than to just not watch it if they haven't provided any way for you to watch it legally. So yeah, what I've gotten is Diabolic Lovers. This is episode 1 to 13. Kokai no Katana. This one I think will get a North American release, which means I will probably pick it up then. Unless I absolutely hate it and know I will never watch it again, I will pick it up when it comes out as an official release. Then I have Setai Boy Leviathan. And all of these up to, I think this is episode 1 to 13, and this is also episode 1 to 13. Yeah. And I have Blood Lad, volume 1 to 10. I have a feeling this might get an official release eventually in North America because uh, there's a manga that has started to be published in this setting. I really want to start collecting that and reading that. Yeah. And when there's a manga, it generally grows in popularity, which increases the chance that someone will pick it up. Until then, I have this one. And then I have some actual official ones. I have Bleach, Series 12, Part 1, and Bleach, Series 12, Part 2. And then moving on to movies on Blu-ray. Ooh, don't fall down. I almost dropped all my movies. I have The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. And here is the Norwegian title, Hobbiten, Smaug's Ødemark, which sort of, no, doesn't translate right. Hobbiton, that's fine, that's just the Norwegification, as I like to call it, of the word. Ødemark, however, means a desolate place. It does not mean something that is desolated. But I don't care. As long as it has actually English speech inside of it, it can say what it wants on the cover. And here is Frozen, which in the Norwegian is called Frost. And here's one I feel so bad about having picked up, but I mean, I looked everywhere for a for second-hand copy because I didn't want to give the creator of this any more money. But it seems like so many others had the exact same idea as me because second-hand copies are extremely hard to find, and that is the Ender's Game. Now, why didn't I want to give the creators of this any money? Well, I don't have a problem with the actors. I don't have a problem with the movie company. I have a problem with the dude that wrote the books this are based on. Because he's a homophobe of the grand scale. Now, of course, he has his right to his opinion like everybody else has. However, since he do donate a lot of his money to all sort of organization that works against gay rights, I do feel that it's wrong to give him any more money, but the desire to watch a cool science fiction movie won out over morality. Yeah. I will bow my head in shame later. Then I have Gravity. Now, usually this isn't my kind of movie because when it is science fiction and there are spaceships and space stations and such, there aren't a lot of supernatural things going on there. There are a few computers that work better than they normally would and a few things like that. But I have heard so many great things about this movie and I still wanted to watch it, so that won out. And then I have Carrie, the remake. And that's the thing, I don't mind remakes. I don't know if this one is good or bad because I haven't seen it yet, but the point is this. A lot of people just hate all sorts of remakes. I don't. I think remakes can be completely okay. But I mean, it depends on how they're made. Of course, you can say it. Then if you do a lot of remakes, you lack inspiration because yeah, remakes. It's just taking the one old concept and doing it again. And I can agree with that, but that doesn't mean that it can't turn out well. Anyway, moving on to games. The first game I have is for Xbox 360. Normally, I prefer PlayStation 3. I have an Xbox 360, but I prefer my PlayStation. But this one was in the cheapy bin, so I paid like I think $3 or so for this one. And yeah, and I really wanted to get into the bullet hell genre, but I don't have the hand-eye coordination for it. But this one has a mode that's basically for beginners, so I thought this one could be good. And besides, when you see people being attacked by a giant mech shaped like a Japanese schoolgirl in uniform, you can't go wrong with that. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about Dodonpachi Resurrection Deluxe Edition for Xbox 360. And then I have Thief, really it's Thief 4. And I have um, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. And the last thing I have is one that I've been looking so forward to. It's Final Fantasy X and X2 HD Remastered Edition. Yeah, that was my little haul of various goodies on disc. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day and blessed be.